Oki the Palangi, right? Monahan died, became a hero, built a statue. And Oki the Kwasa, not a hero, don't build no statue, he becomes zero. It's almost forgotten, right? It's almost forgotten, right? And we need to
Yeah.
speak about this man.
Pulse of Polynesia. Baseline rumble, feel the ground quake. Drums hit harder than a tidal wave break. Hands in the air, let the crowd participate. We move the eyes, yeah, the vibe came. Some more strength in my blood, call it lava flow. Words are up, every line got that pyro glow. Hype chants, echo like the conch blow. Crisp like the hat sound.
I know you wanted to express what your thoughts were about Mataʻafa. What's something that you really enjoy about sharing?
This man was a true hero for Samoa, right? And you have to look at the lenses of us being Samoa. Superpowers start to become interested in Samoa, right? The Germans game. I think they started bombing Samoa, bombing Mulinu. They try to kill as many Samoans as we did. This man Mataʻafa and his men, Samoan men, they stood their ground in Mulinu and waited for the Germans to come to land. When they came to shore in Mulinu, that's when the Germans first experienced Samoa guerrilla warfare. We killed them. But Mataʻafa really went in, killed them, pushed them back. The Germans lost. They ran back to their massive ships. They got them, ran off. This was the first. And you know what they did? They said, first out. This is how they wanted to make it look insignificant. They said, Civil War. You were fighting with us. You were an outside power, and you call it a civil war. Civil war is between our own people, right? You see how stupid this was, the narrative that these people did, right? And it's still in our history books to this day. Second time, 1889. Who came now? The Americans, the mighty Americans. You know what they did? They bombed my village, my hometown, Whangalii. They bombed Whangalii from morning till all afternoon. They bombed the whole coastline of Whangalii all the way to my village. At the same time, Mataʻafa Iosefo was in Whangalii and my village with his men too. You know, the Americans thought, yeah, we've killed the savage Samoans. Now let's go in there and collect our trophies and, show them who's boss. They came to land. Same thing happened. Samoan guerrilla warfare. Chop them up by the knees, chop them by the neck. Kill them, stab them, whatever, shoot them, kill them. The Americans lost, ran off, got them, right? If you don't believe in this, right? And they named this one Second Civil War of Samoa. Samoa's Second Civil War. Well, we were fighting the Americans. We didn't fight them. We fought the Americans. Now, if you want an evidence of this, go to a city called Spokane. There was a city called Spokane in Washington. There's a statue that some of us Samoans we petitioned to remove that statue because it was so offensive. The statue of a man by the name of John Monahan. John Monahan. On that statue, it says, killed while trying to save his comrades in the Battle of Wailele against the savage people of Samoa. The savage people of Samoa. As you see, they built a statue over there in America, right? No, we defeated them over here. Now if you look at it, now they couldn't defeat us with bullets and sword here. They couldn't conquer us. So what they did, America, Great Britain, and Germany, they were going to go to war in Samoa against each other to see who takes over. What happened?
The hurricane
comes. Yeah, hurricane
cyclone.
Yep. Sank all three Americans, all three Germans. The only one ship that got away was the HMS Calliope from the Her Majesty's ship Calliope. The bell of that ship is hung in our school at the Samoa College in Samoa. So they got away. So what did they do here? They came to Berlin, right? Signed the Treaty of Berlin, also known as the Tripartite Treaty, to divide Samoa. Now, what does it mean by the word tripartite, right? Tri is what? Three. Like triangle is three. They were supposed to divide Samoa into three. That's what it is. Yeah, Germany, between Germany, America, and Great Britain. How was Samoa divided? We got divided into two. So this treaty it's invalid because it wasn't followed. It didn't follow what it was supposed. And what did they do to compensate the British? We'll give you a part of the Solomon Islands just to make you happy, but we will divide Samoa into two. You see, this shows you this man Mataʻafa Iosefo, with what we had, no tanks, no nothing, no bombs and shit. He stood up for Samoa. He stood up. That's a true hero of Samoa, right? Now, if you look in American Samoa, huh? What did the American Samoa do? They beat the French. You guys probably know the famous story of Aasu when they came to
Yes.
us, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
you
they told
see,
a different story.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, now you
Yeah.
see this. It's a different story with them, yeah. But you see this. We didn't take this sitting down, bowing our heads, nothing. We
Yeah.
stood up, chest out, and was like, "Come, give it your best shot." And we fought back, right? At the end of the day, they couldn't conquer us with steel, bullets, and sword. So they conquered us with the pen.
Yeah.
And we all know pen is mightier than the sword, right?
Yeah.
And that's how they illegally divided Samoa. And that's why I'm so passionate for our people. But you see that the difference is, Oki the Palangi, right? Monahan died, became a hero, built a statue. And Oki the Kuosa, not a hero, don't build no statue, he becomes zero. Or it's almost forgotten, right? He's almost forgotten, right? And we need to
Yeah.
speak about this man, right? We need to speak about this guy. Because he was so instrumental in Samoa and its history. Yeah. So please, guys, go learn about Mataʻafa Iosefo. He was no ordinary man.